We just took a look at a custom route. That blog route that we were just looking at, that is a custom route. Right? And so when you create custom routes, you can have dynamic and static content in the route, okay? Which means that what you key in on the address bar can be static, which means something that doesn't change, or it can be dynamic. It can be something that changes. To include dynamic and static data, you're going to have to use segments. And basically, a segment is what you see between slashes. So this is a segment. It's between two slashes. So static content is pretty easy. You type the slash and then you key in whatever you want the static content to be. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Dynamic content, this is content that changes, you would add using curly braces. So in this little example, you can see that we've got page, which is static, and then we've got the number, which is dynamic. Okay, so we can put it together like that, or we could separate. We could do page/number. Now, how you key that in affects how the user has to key it in up here. Okay, so they would have to key in the controller /action/category/ the word page / and then a number. In this example, they would have to key in the controller /action/ the category / and then the word page followed by the number. Okay, so not as many slashes have to be entered in this example. For multiple routing patterns, we already mentioned that you have to go from the most specific to the least specific. And you do that by looking at parameters or the required segments. So this first example has 5. This second one has 4, and then the last one has 0 required. And what's the difference between required and not required? Well, down here, ID has a question mark after it, which means it's nullable, so it's not required. Okay, so there's 0 that are required. Here, we've got the controller /action, and we've got ID, and we've got the page number. So the controller, the action, the ID, and the page number are all required. Here, because it's the default, you don't have to key in anything. Here, what you have to key in is the controller and the action and the ID, the word page, followed by the page number, and you also have to key in sort to by dash and then a value. So you've got 5 things you have to key in. Here you've got 4, and here you actually don't have to key in any of it. So how might this look then in a controller? So here we've got action method called list. And so for ID, we've set it to all. We've got a page number that we've set to 1. And sort by, we're setting that to price. And these are just default values. And so here you can see this content is being returned to the view. Okay, it's going to a content view. And we've got the ID equals whatever ID was, all. Page equals, and sort by. And you guys are going to have opportunity to key these, so you'll see exactly how they work.